Hello everyone, welcome to my studio. My name is Kurt Brugel and I have a passion for drawing. And my profile has a link to my
And my profile has a link to my
oh,
and my profile has a link to my
mm. So and actually has a profile. My profile has a link to Varla of Varkarth on Amazon.com, which we're going to get into in just a moment. But I'm here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern. Invite your friends. Feel free to ask questions and make comments. And as always, if you like what you see, go ahead and tap the screen and send some love. For the next 20 minutes, we're going to be talking about drawing characters. Give this
characters.
Yeah, this thing's a... So here is the completed, there we go, completed drawing of Varla of Valkarth. So this is a little, what they call a chapbook, and it's only like 46 pages. I did it in 2 nights, just got the halfway point, and was really inspired, very inspired by the character. Sword and sorcery based adventure, in the tradition of Conan and other characters like Thungor and Lemuria, and it actually takes place in a mythological Lemuria. So it's pretty fun and exciting. I had an image in my mind of a character, so I started doodling out a larger drawing. Started thinking about references and going on from there. But the most important part was getting the character in an anatomical correctness and a feeling that she's believable, and being able to translate who the character is and how I saw them in the story. So it's one of those things that I think some people can really get into, creativity-wise. I know for me, my entire life of reading, every time I sit down and start reading, about 15 minutes into, I start having visions. I start seeing characters. I start seeing scenarios go out. It's one of the reasons I love comic books, because the word and picture is right there and I can kind of keep moving along. But reading neat stories like Varla, I get my own ideas of the characters, and I end up sitting down drawing them. Now, it is a process. With that being said, here's a character of mine. This is the rogue wood elf. And she is got red hair and very much in the same sword and sorcery tradition. But the whole thing about it is working from life. So I call my style of working with drawing characters as fantasy life drawing. So working from life, this is from a photograph. Oh, thank you very much. This is from a photograph. I contracted a model to play a character, be in costume, and then the setting is at the Brandywine River Park. And so yeah, it's one of those things where you end up finding really interesting things happen. Stories start getting developed. Start working with the character overall, and start finding things. So today, I'm going to sort of go back to ground zero, and what I mean by that is back to some older photographs of characters. I'm going to start some new drawings and stuff, but really looking at anatomy. So it's a very important thing to be able to draw out something that has a realism to it. And understanding anatomy is a very important thing. So with that being said, take it up here. I got up this morning and based on a reference, another photo reference of working with a another hired model, and we got into a character named Lady Serenity, a pirate, which goes very well with this area of the world. There's a lot of pirate history in Delaware, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia. So yeah, it's kind of exciting. So we started playing around with an idea, but in the beginnings of photographing, we just used base, just her base as an actual physical form. So today I grabbed the reference, which I have on a monitor here on the other side of me, and yeah, just started looking at understanding the character. So I'm going to continue working on Lady Serenity, and if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to ask. So you know, it's fun. It's very challenging to work from life. I like the challenge, so it's not one of those things that makes me go, oh, I gotta do this. You know, it's quite the opposite. And definitely working with somebody who can act out and play characters can also be a benefit. Having my own idea is one thing, but having a open dialogue and conversation with somebody else that's playing the character and thinking about the character, a lot of exciting things will arrive and can be dealt with. So I'm going to be taking this drawing and completing it today, and for Saturday I'll be bringing back the completed drawing, and I'll have done a transfer to the Strathmore Tantone paper and start working in color pencils. So, but this is what I like doing a lot, which is just getting a better understanding and affirming how the human body works anatomically. So I do a lot of, every Tuesday night at the local art school, I go and do life drawing, and that's where a model, male or female, will pose nude, and they will, strike different poses, and then we draw them. And it starts at like 2-minute poses, and then it goes to 5-minute poses, and then 10, and then we finish up with like 20. So we get, okay. So this past Tuesday, knowing that the model is going to be the same model next Tuesday, I did a lot of pencil drawings. Matter of fact, that's one of, this is on 14 by 17 drawing paper. So as close as I have the camera for 11 by 17, you can see there. But this is an actual life drawing model. This was probably one of the better ones that came out. So next week, not that she'll be striking the same pose, but I'll be bringing color pencils with me, and then started looking for some of the interpretation of values, flesh values and tonal values, and then collaborate these drawings with what I study in next Tuesday with color, and then be able to transfer these to Tantone papers and start doing some more formulated, completed works of the model. So it's a lot of work, but let me tell you, it does pay off in the end. I know I receive a lot of compliments on my work, and I love it. But for me, it's at the end where I feel a sense of accomplishment in having the original idea and then following through to see it come alive in a very reality based thing. So this is my life's passion, and I'm going to be making more videos, Periscope as well, in an inspirational, instructional way. If anybody out there is looking to get into character design, excuse me, then I'll be able to create some support mechanisms. So I usually keep my iPad so I can read any comments, but the way I'm working today, I can actually see anybody making any comments, but a little bit of technical difficulty with drawing and being able to converse. So I apologize if I miss any comments, and if you'd like to repost them, I'll do my best to catch your comments. One of the things about drawing that I've been working on very specifically, I don't feel like I have a really 100% grasp of it yet, but I'm getting there, is value. And I'm finding that when you have a better understanding of value for an image, it seems to make all those subtleties really pop out. And what I'm saying as value goes, it's just from everything between black and white. And there's a tendency to be very dominant with the pencil making in a dark way on white paper, but then not a lot of value. So you can kind of see how in this area there's light and there's dark, but the transition of value from light to dark is what I'm very much concentrating on, and getting a really, really strong ability with it. It's just all these little tools of the trade, as any trade goes, no matter what you're doing. There's just somewhere you can always spend some time improving and coming back to, and just being humble and respectful for yourself, and that you need a little bit of refresher. It's okay. It's kind of exciting too, because I love learning. So that's something I'm always, thank you very much. I'm always looking forward to. Hence why I go to art school every Tuesday night still. Thank you for the follow. So yeah, it's just one of those things where I think a lot of people look towards doing something and maybe feel like, oh, I got this. I'm good with this. And then just keep going along with it. But there's an old adage that when somebody sits down and masters something, and then takes a year to master it, and then only for the next couple of years they keep saying that they're master of it, they really aren't. They have to constantly grow each year. So that's always on my mind, is looking at myself critically and saying, okay, well, where can I spend some time learning and improving on what I already know, or think I know. So, not being afraid to step out and say, I learned. I went to art school and graduated in 1992. And yeah, I got a lot of great technique. My understanding of drawing was very fortified there. But I think the biggest thing I walked away from art school with, this is going to be Lady Serenity, who's a Brandywine pirate on the East Coast. Was more creative problem solving from art school, which was a real benefit to growing as an artist. And the school I went to, the Maryland Institute College of Art, was very well prepared for getting us to that point. So I have continued my studies since 1992. Every year I've given myself a task to improve better upon, or even learn different techniques. Gouache painting to acrylic painting to digital painting to, just anything. It's not something that I'm willing to just say, okay, this is who I am, and this is what I do and how I do it, and be a one-trick pony year in and year out. So that's my take on things. And then the thing is, I'm going to be doing a series over the next month of just frontal male and female views based on this anatomy book, which is anatomy book I've had from art school. It is, in my opinion, the best anatomy book. It's not that thick, but it really breaks things down in a simplicity for just constructive anatomy, not the deep medical stuff. So you get a good surface understanding and grasp, and then be able to move from there. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of pencil drawings, and then going into doing the colored drawings that I do on in color pencil on the tone paper. There's another character. This is a photograph. I thought this was pretty neat. But the task I'm going to give myself is, it's a frontal pose. Everything is, you get good line up of the arm and everything. But I'm going to do an actual construct anatomically first. So understanding where the rib cage is and how the hips shift and move around, knees, how she stands on the floor, and then go from there, and then start working the costume over the top of it, and get a better understanding of the costume and how the drapery falls, and chainmail, lays on the arms, so on and so forth. Feet sit in boots. So for the next month, it's going to be a very exciting time. So please join me. Go ahead and follow me. Join me every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern. We are coming to the last minute of the 20 minutes today. I hope you enjoyed this little transition video from finishing Varla of Valkarth. And yeah, we're going to get some newer characters going on. And I'm going to be talking about the best practices and the best approaches to making your own characters. So it's going to be really exciting. As I said in the beginning, this is the little chapbook. I bought a printed copy, but you can get online to Amazon, which is the link in my profile right now, which I'm going to keep up for one more day. You could jump over there, grab yourself a 99-cent digital reader copy, and probably sit down in an evening with a nice glass of wine and yeah, get some Varla of Valkarth going. So other than that, I really appreciate everybody joining me for 20 minutes in my studio. My name is Kurt Brugel. I have a passion for drawing, and we will see you on Saturday when I will have Lady Serenity completed as a drawing and transferred to the Strathmore tone paper, and we'll start color penciling. So thank you everyone for joining me, and we'll see you on Saturday.